Winning a tournament takes a lot of work. To get to the professional level, to get at a consistently high level, you have to put in a lot of work. You're going to have to gain a lot of experience. You're going to have to play the better players. You're going to have to face defeats. You're going to face victory. Now, of course, this is a match that was recorded from a recent event, my second event that I've entered in a year, where I entered a 48 player chart tournament that was held at the Top Strikers Pool Lounge, that is on Consumer Plaza on Constant Spring Road in Kingston. And of course, you would have already watched the previous match that I uploaded on my channel with one of Jamaica's finest pool player. I'm going to yet again play another fine player, a player that I have maximum respect for, a player that has contributed a lot towards the mental development of my game. I must take the opportunity here to give sincere gratitude and appreciation to Nicolas Linton, one of Jamaica's most talented, experienced veteran in the game. Currently, he has his own team of players, and he has just this very special aura about him, and he has contributed so much to the sport. So thank you so much for what you've been doing for the sport, and of course, by extension, what you've added to my game. Now, of course, I'm very privileged to be playing this match, although definitely I did not go into this match as enthusiastic as I should have. I wasn't mentally prepared for this match. This is actually the second time that myself and Nicolas Linton had met, and I've known this man for 12 years. We've not really met on the tournament charts because, of course, when you get a chance to play this type of player, you've got to grab the opportunity and run with it here. So this is a pleasure to play this particular match here with Nicolas Linton, and just like how I post my success, I'm going to also post my failures. Of course, I would love for you guys to actually see the process it takes to being consistent here. Now we're playing a race to 3. This is match number 2, round 2, and I got a double whammy, guys. I got Jamaica's number 1, then I got, of course, easily I can say that I'm now playing one of Jamaica's finest player, that is perhaps in the top 5, top 10. Now I'm going to be starting off with the break here as usual, using the side rail break, and I'm playing on a completely different type of table here. And pretty much I can tell you that this match is going to be a wasness match. Definitely Kingfish, Nicolas Linton is when you thought Jordan was a really chess type player, what we're looking at here is Nicolas Linton, which is the chess player in pool. This guy plays with your mind in the game. He really pushes you to becoming your best, and you can see after that break, which was an unsuccessful break, immediately Kingfish has started here with a safety. Now he's giving me the opportunity to go on the offense. He knows the type of player I am. He definitely knows that I'm in training. He also knows that the nature of my style of play here is that I'm an aggressor. I definitely have been working on my defensive part of the game, but the defensive part of the game here, playing with this gentleman, is a different level. So you're going to see exactly how he picks my brain and breaks me down to get this win here. Now, of course, I'm not really going to be playing the cat and mouse game here with Kingfish. I'm going to take my opportunities when I get them. So I started off there with a pot on the 14 into the corner. Now I have a pretty good look here. Pardon me, I potted the 10 ball in the corner. Now I have a pretty good look on the 14 here in the side. Now fall sort of out of position. Well, definitely falling out of position here. Play 2 offensive shot. And now, as I said, Kingfish basically has decided here to give me the table to see what I'm going to do. He's going to make his own plan. And this is a different kind of approach to the 8-ball game here. So here I'm on the 12, trying to play a ticky shot, 12 into the rail off the 2 to pocket it. So still that was an aggressive shot. But Kingfish has a lot of experience, years and years of experience, years and years of success. He's currently a pool tournament director. He's still a player. In fact, he's playing in the tournament that he's organizing. So he has a lot on his plate. So this victory was definitely one that was duly rewarded to him here. So definitely still playing tic-tac-toe here, not doing too much at the moment. We both have clusters of balls to solve. I have the 9 and the 11 tied up with his 6 and the 5 ball. And now let's see what I decide to do here. I'm going to have to try to move some pawns around on the table here. I can't just have that cluster hanging around here. So Kingfish has played a nice little safety here, leaving me corner hooked. Well, wedged up into the corner. Now, can I see the 13 into the side? Or am I going to have to massé? I'm playing the back cut on the 9. So that was still a little aggressive. And as I said, guys, the match against Jordan, I was preparing for that match mentally as I was on the transportation coming to the location. Didn't know that I was going to get a double whammy. This is not the way you want to start a tournament that you're interested in winning, getting 2 giants in the game to really start off here. But had I gone through this match, I probably would have won this tournament here. But let's see what Kingfish does here. Still moving a couple of pawns around. He's just, playing the chess game here. You can see very calm and subtle around the table. The real gentleman of the sport, respects the sports a lot. He's doing a lot for the sport here in Jamaica. He's primarily the tournament director for most of the major events here. Now, please also note the stop clock that is in the corner of the video here. I'm also paying close attention to my decision making, the duration of my decision making there. Now, again, I'm still on the offensive. So far, I've yet to play the defensive shot. Every one of my shots already have been on the offensive. So I know that there's trouble in paradise with that 11 tied up with the 6. So let's see how we go about pocketing that. Played a combination there. Was trying to definitely control the 13 here to the pocket. It's not kind of fall out of position here. So now, if you notice how Kingfish is playing the patient game here, leaving the balls out into the open. All he needs here is a chance. Now, I tried to block the pocket with the 15 because I'm not in the strongest position. I have his 2 ball covered. But notice here that Kingfish is still on the defense here. He plays a carom, pockets my 13 ball, and leaves me again into the corner with no offensive shot. Now I don't have a choice. So definitely I can tell you that I learned a lot of lessons from Jordan's match, how he approaches the game. If you notice that both players play similar in terms of the defensive game. They're both chess players in pool. So you can see there, I try to do something, kind of wedge up the 6 against the 15. Kingfish is still in a strong position because he has a breakout ball there on the 5. So let's see how he goes about this. He's definitely going to be playing his first offensive shot here. Pockets the 7, comes out nicely. And he has a very different style of playing here. And I think that he has really nerves of steel. He doesn't show any nerves. He looks very confident at all times. You can see the level of experience that he has here. That's a beautiful shot coming down table. Just to clear out these couple of balls here. And he knows, you can see now, he's on the offense. Smelling blood, smelling the first rack here. He's already looking at the 5. And all he needs now is to get position on that 5. He just needs an angle to drive into that cluster. So it's going to be key. Breaking out that cluster is going to be key there. Friendly little bump there on the 3. Let's see what he decides to do. He doesn't have the angle to get into the 6. So he's going to try to pocket the 3 here and try to create an angle. Notice how he goes around. He looks at the angle. So all he needs now is to just roll the cue ball up a few inches and create that angle that will drive him into the cluster. This is a beautiful positional shot here. Very calm, very neat around the table. Very confident. That's a beautiful breakout shot there by Kingfish. Well done. Beautiful, leaving himself with a nice less than 30-degree cut. Just to slide this into the pocket. Natural cue ball with topspin takes him down towards the middle of the table. And beautifully executed there by Nicolas Linton. Nice opening right there. Playing the patient game. You can see that he gives you that boasty walk. That's what we say in Jamaica. He gives you that boasty walk. That walk of exerting a lot of confidence in his delivery. So that's a beautiful opening right there. Definitely didn't really read what Kingfish was doing. I know he's known for the strategic part of the game. He's just as good at with the run out aspect of the game, as you can see there. But you can see he's multitasking as well. He's playing his match. He's organizing the tournament. The young man there in the back, Nambi Reed, a real talented player here in Jamaica. He's under the Kingfish umbrella there as well. He has a group of boys that he's building. Definitely ambassadors for the pool here in Jamaica, and also definitely you'll be seeing those guys on the channel soon and very soon. Definitely hoping to schedule some matches with them as well. But definitely big respect here to Nicolas Linton. Definitely is teaching me a lot, and by extension I hope you, my audience, as well, is learning from this gentleman of the sport. So now it's Kingfish times to break. I won the lag, so he's going to break off. He has the advantage. Let's see if he's going to pull off one of those Jordan tactics here, because he also knows that type of game as well. He knows definitely that I have the talent, and he's not going to take any chances. I best believe it doesn't matter if he's a strong player. He knows that if he gives me an opportunity, I most likely will capitalize. But he didn't really pull off a Jordan type of break there. He's definitely broke. But that's a very interesting break there. Cue balls kind of spread out and then, kind of converge back towards the middle of the table. Actually, that was a scratch. So Kingfish has the advantage. I'm still feeling a bit confident in myself here. And now this is a tricky rack. It's going to turn out to be one of those little safety tic-tac-toes again. So I know that Kingfish, I'm not sure if that was an intentional break. Maybe that's a secret weapon he has, because it seems as if he broke the rack hard, but then the balls just converge back towards the middle of the table. So sorry that the referee blocked your view there a while ago, guys. I'm so sorry. I think I definitely went on the attack. And this is something that I definitely need to take a note of in my game, because a lot of the times when I'm faced with danger or I'm playing with a stronger player, I tend to want to outshoot them. And this is something that Kingfish has spoken to me about, that if you cannot outshoot your opponent, try to outsmart your opponent. And I think he's using his own advice here on me. So he definitely knows that I'm a shooter, but he has the experience. And you can see there, very nice, very interesting stance. Not textbook-like stance, but you can see that this gentleman has years of experience. So this would have been Kingfish first offensive play. Let's see what he's doing here. Okay, that might have been an intentional miss. Looks as if he was trying to pocket, because he plays for position. So I guess here that's a miss shot. Is that an error? I would have to see if ApexElgenio will capitalize on this. So I have a cut here into the side. I'm still yet to play a defensive shot. As I'm re-watching this video, is that my first defensive shot? No, that was an attack. I tried to pocket the 5 ball into the corner, so I missed again. So Kingfish has a slight opening here on the 11. I'm not sure if he's going to go on the offense here. Looks very poised to do that. All right, so he tried to go on the offense. Almost scratching. He's getting the rolls, definitely. I've just gotten a few rolls, I should say. Everything that he has done so far has been definitely intentional. So I'm yet to play a defensive shot. This is so fascinating to be watching back this match, because I'm still on the offense. I was using the momentum from Jordan's game, and I think I went into this game with that same momentum, not recognizing that I'm playing a different type of player. So I gotta mark that down, Apex. Gotta mark that down. Every player, every rack, every game requires a lot of thinking. And Kingfish here, not doing too much at the moment, just keeping everything. I think he's setting up the bait. Notice how he just splits that cluster, and whilst he splits that cluster, he knows, I think he knows that I'm just in offensive mode. He definitely sees that I'm not exiting from that offensive mode, so he's just giving me shots to go after. This is a really, really smart play here by Kingfish. For anyone of my amateur level players who may be watching this, take notes, guys. This is knowledge that you cannot find in a textbook. Again, you can see I'm still on the offensive, not toning down at all. I'm yet to play a defensive shot. And you can see definitely from that match that I played with Jordan, I was shooting well, I was pocketing well. Is this going to be my first safety here, or am I going for the back cut? It's a difficult shot. Going for the back cut, got a carom. Apologize to Kingfish there. I called the shot, but I missed it completely because that caromed off the one. So that's still an offensive shot there. So Kingfish knows. He leaves a couple of clusters, opens up a couple of clusters. Let's see what Apex does here. Pocketing the 6, keeping it tight, not doing too much, leaving myself with that angle here. I'm not sure if that 7 passes, because if it does, that could be the reason why the cue ball is there. So I'm definitely not allowing Kingfish here to control, because if you go into this safety battle with him, you most likely, if you're not very experienced, you will come out the loser most times. So pocket the 7 there. Beautiful shot. It's a beautiful shot there by ApexElgenio. Opening up the cluster. Now I have a chance. The one ball is down to the rail here. Have a look at this 4 into the side. It's a little bit of an acute angle. I'm on the wrong side of the 4, so I'm going to use maximum right spin here. Try to get position. I got the position. Well, barely. But I missed the shot. Missed the shot here. So Kingfish basically was just waiting for this to happen. Because, of course, I'm such in an offensive mode that I'm not even taking care. I'm just going after the rack, because I know who I'm playing. But I definitely learned a valuable lesson here. And see, Kingfish has an open table, but still decides to play safe. I don't know if you guys are watching this like I am here, but I'm really being educated by this gameplay here. So much experience can allow you to see an offensive play. I mean, if this was me, if I were in Kingfish position, I would be already on the attack. Let's see here. I'm calling the bank on the 1. And on a new table, the system doesn't work as well as I know them. You have to adjust for slide slickness, lack of friction on the table, new balls. So Kingfish basically only has one problem shot here. And it's not really a problem, because if he lands somewhat neat, like here, he can still pocket the 10. Not sure why he's leaving the 10. I think maybe that's what he should go for. You can see him looking at it. He's deciphering. Should he go for the tough pot? Let's see what he does here. Pockets the 9. Gets a nice friendly bump there off the 15. So he can clear these 2 balls off the side of the short rail here. But how is he going to get back onto that 10? It's going to be very interesting. I think the camera stopped for a bit there, so still not yet on the 10. He's under 15. So let's see what he does here. It's going to be interesting. Plays nice cut there on the 15. Got an unfriendly bump there on that one. Saw that maybe he should have taken the 10 earlier because he had the angle. Let's see what he does. He goes for the bank. Basically, I think what he said is that just take that game, Apex. I think that's what he said. And here is where I got a chance. And when I played in Jordan's match, I couldn't have done this, because when you get a chance like this with a top tier player like Jordan or Kingfish, you've got to capitalize. And I'm not sure what happened here, guys, but I thought maybe I made my decision too fast there. I left myself long, and I'm okay with pots like these because the object ball is near to the pocket. So all I need is a pretty good stroke here. But I don't know what happened here, guys. I think you'll see it. Just pay close attention to my body. I think I put a lot more body action into the stroke. Maybe had a little bit of unwanted side spin, but I missed the shot horribly here. It missed it by almost a half a diamond. So that was a poor execution. I got my chance. It's not like it didn't get my chance. I created my chances, but I didn't capitalize, and that's going to be brutal because this is a race to 3. And you miss a shot like that on a top tier player with Kingfish, you're going to be punished. So I got my chance here. But still, guys, leave it in the comments. Do you then realize, and I'm not watching, can you then now realize that to this point, not one of my shots have been a defensive? This is a big weakness in my game. Identifying what strategies my opponent is using. I do have a mental state of mind, guys, that sometimes all I want to do is all out attack. And it cannot work, guys. I know that a lot of players that I play with or play around, they are break and run specialists. That's all they enjoy doing, breaking and running. But when you're playing with the likes of Nicolas Linton here, an experienced player, you're going to find here that you're going to have some knowledge in the safety department of the game. So this is a very poor performance. Overall performance. I believe that the end result was definitely worth it. I have not played a defensive shot to this point, and this is something that I've encouraged my viewers, my viewers, to focus on. So definitely did not make you proud in this match, because I preach a lot of defensive strategies, but for some reason I just did not consider defense. And even now, a Jordan type break would be needed. A soft break just to get myself settled would have been a better choice here, but I broke the rack open, almost even scratched. And again, you can see that the break is not ferocious, so there's always going to be that little cluster. And again, it's going to be that little battle between myself here and Kingfish. And again, you can see Kingfish there playing a nice safety. And he has played a safety and the table is open. You can see this is some different level of pool being played here. I'm going to ask you, Mr. Linton, that if you're watching this match, this knowledge that you have is I'm going to have to find a way to get this knowledge from you, sir. So definitely appreciate this match a lot. Even without the victory, appreciate this as well. Now, I couldn't do much there. I know that there's problems to solve, so I tried to use an Efren type safety there, just thinning off the one, jacked up. Couldn't do much there. He definitely had me binded up against the rail and the object ball. So again, Kingfish creating problems. And he knows that I'm in attack mode. That my first shot in this rock was actually my first attempt at a defensive play. So definitely, Apex, you didn't play too well in this match. And now, started off, close the table, because that's important. Even though you know that it's going to be a defensive battle, you close the game, choose your group of balls that you want, and then create a plan around it. Now I have the 3 ball, I have the 5 ball, and the, not sure, I think I have the 5 ball tied up there. You can see I tried to go for the breakout again, still on the attack. So I broke out my 5 ball. I have a little look here on the 4. You can see that I'm looking if it goes into the side. Very, very thin cut. It's a thin cut on an acute angle. It's going to be tricky. The 6 ball goes into this corner. I'm not even looking at the 6. So definitely try to get rid of this problem already. I think this is the key, because I've got to try to get some sort of momentum. I've got to make something happen. When this thin cut this 4, let's see what happens here. Squeezes into the side. So that's not a bad shot. So Kingfish has his own problems to solve. But can I capitalize? This is something that I did well when I was in Jordan's match. But you have to capitalize. This is the second time that I've created the chance. I actually didn't play too bad. Kind of let up on that stroke though. Definitely let up on that stroke. Or I may have played with a bit too much power, because I should have been playing for that into the side. Cue ball kind of run away from me there. But still on the offense. And this, I didn't play too bad. It's just that I wasn't capitalizing. I'm putting myself into difficult positions. So let me know, guys, how else would you have run this rack? Try to go for that thin back cut there on that 7 into the side. Missing. Now Kingfish knows that he has the advantage. And you know the type of player he is. It's not that he can't break and run. He definitely can. But does this match require him to go all out? He has a group of clusters to solve. So let's see what he's going to do. Does he have a look on this 15? Because if he does, if he can see enough of the 15, then he can draw into that cluster and break it out. But again, Kingfish is not going for the attack here. Nice shot. He knows his insurance ball on the 14. Can he see the 10 into the side? I'm not certain. I'm not even 100% sure what Kingfish is doing. But I'm commentating on this match and just watching him. So he calls a safe. So he pockets the object ball, calls a safe. I guess he's playing and he's baiting me, because I think he knows that I'm in offensive mode. So let's see what happens here. This is just really my first attempt at playing another offensive shot or defensive shot. Not even sure what that was. That was a poor execution there. Can see very disappointed, because I left Kingfish with the exact angle that he needs to break up his cluster. And just as I thought, that's exactly what he did. Beautiful shot there by Kingfish. And notice that the speed at which he breaks them off, he spreads the ball. So he has options. You know, the only ball that seems to be problematic here is the 13 there. That's a little bit below the nipple of the side. It's a really tricky angle here on the 9. And again, you can see the decision there. The experience come into play here. He could have potted the 9, but he's playing safe. He wants it a bit easier. And we've had conversations on the phone where he has shared these types of tips with me. So definitely I'm very disappointed in my decision, in how I go about approaching the rocks. Definitely very disappointed in that approach there, and didn't play this match as well as I could. I didn't play too bad, but I didn't play smart. I only played the game one way, which was just to attack. And see, Kingfish now has opening, pots the 10. leaves himself possibly on the 9 or the 13. The 13 is his problem, so I'm assuming that maybe he's going to stun draw, or maybe just stop about there. Slight stun draw here. Was he trying to play for the corner? Oh yes, he was. He's gotten it good. Natural angle. One rail. Come back out to the middle of the table. Beautiful shot. Smart gameplay here by Kingfish. Congratulations, sir. Well done. You definitely outsmart me, and maximum respect goes out to you in this match. Great job. That brings me to the loser side of this match, guys. And I will be playing Vinroy Logan. I didn't record that match. It was only a race to 2. But very disappointed. Didn't apply my training in this match. Didn't play as smart as I should. There you can see another experienced player, Cleon Hay, was actually explaining to me that that missed shot on the one earlier was as a result of my body movement. So, still getting advice. Even though I instruct you guys, I told you that I'm on a journey to developing my game. I'm an aspiring player. So, good match there by Kingfish. Well done. And I see you guys in the next video. And hope you guys continue to practice with consistency, precision, accuracy, and control. Take care. See you in the next upload. Bye bye.